Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series.
Hey guys, it's Adam here and welcome to PlayLoad. This is all my video game pickups for the month of May 2015. As per usual, I'll show you just a couple of things you guys have already seen. First up is this Model 1 Sega Genesis. Now I got this, a guy named Carlos hooked me up with this. He sent this to me absolutely for free. All he wanted me to do was to do a cleaning and restoring video on it, so I did exactly that, and you can see that if you want to see how to make your Genesis Model 1 look shiny and brand new again. That option exists to you. And thank you to Carlos for doing that, sending that to me, because you certainly didn't have to. No one ever has to send me things, but he did it anyway. He also sent me loose carts of Sonic 1 and 2 and an extra Genesis controller and stuff, which I'm not showing here, but he also did include this. This is Naruto 4 for the GameCube. This is a Japanese game. I won't lie, I know absolutely nothing about this series, but nevertheless, it was cool of him to throw that in, and thank you very much for that. I also picked up this. This is Alice's Mom's Rescue for the Atari Jaguar CD. Also did a whole video about this. Now, the Atari Jaguar CD only had like 13 games released for it when it came out, so it's kind of amazing that anyone decided to make a brand new Atari Jaguar CD game. Funny thing, in my video that I did about this, I mentioned that. I was just like, I couldn't believe anyone would do that. You know, I'd love to ask the guy who made it, like, what were you thinking? Well, he saw my video, and he liked it quite a bit, and shout out to you, dude. His name's Orion, or at least that's what he goes by. And told me, like, oh, this is nothing new, man. This is my 4th game for the Jaguar CD. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, you know, where can I get the others? And he's like, unfortunately, they're sold out. I haven't done any more runs of them or anything. And I was like, well, if you ever do, let me know. I'd love to pick up a copy of each one of them. And he said, you know what? Maybe I will. So there is actually a possibility he'll be doing another run of his other Jaguar CD games just because of that video. So if he does, I'll let you guys know, and hopefully we'll all support him because that's just really cool. But that's it for stuff you would have seen on this channel. However, if you watch my other channel, Game Society Pimps, you'd see we did some other things. We picked up this, or I had to pick up this, I guess, Hello Kitty Cruisers for the Wii U. You can see gameplay of this, man. It is a bad game, not surprisingly. It's like a Mario Kart clone, but it feels like a tech demo. It just feels really incomplete. Not that I'm that surprised. I mean, what would you expect from it? One thing that's odd about it, though, is that apparently it's a North American exclusive. It wasn't released in Europe. I don't even think it was released in Japan, which is really odd for Hello Kitty, but yeah, there it is. Probably one of the rarer Wii U games, but by no means valuable. So, yeah, there you go. A better racing game I had to pick up was Modnation Racers for the PS3. This is one of the kind of games, like, alright, so in the last few years of the PS3, they really kicked out a lot of awesome exclusive games that never saw the mainstream type of success. The only one that did was The Last of Us, but they made a bunch of other really good games, or released a bunch of other exclusive games, I guess I should say. And this was one of them, Modnation Racers, and it's pretty good. I just started playing it. I like it quite a bit. It's got, obviously, given the name, it's got a lot of options. It's pretty neat. I also had to pick up this, Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. This is another thing we're doing an entire series on, actually. This version of the game includes both the regular game and a second disc that gives you the Undead Nightmare, where you like play as zombies and stuff. So yeah, those 3 games just had to pick up for basically my other channel. Now, everyone's talking about The Witcher, so I thought, alright, I better get on board. I picked up The Witcher 2. Yes, the Enhanced Edition. Yeah, I'm in no rush to play all the Witcher stuff, and I actually didn't have this game, so I thought, what the hell, I should pick it up, because now you can get this version at Best Buy for like 15 bucks. This includes extra content and so forth. It's just like the 3rd release of it, so I thought, what the hell, I would go ahead and get it. And then the rest of my games, almost all of them for the most part, came from a Gamefly sale. Now, Gamefly, if you're not aware, I think it only exists in the US, is a rental service. You basically go on their website, you create an account, and you can put in a bunch of games into your queue. And then they'll mail you a disc, and that's your rental. You can use it, obviously, or return it at any time you like. But if you want, you can also keep it. And if you keep it, you know, you pay them some money, and then they mail you the case. And they also mail you all the unredeemed DLC code vouchers and anything the game would have come with originally. So it's actually a really good way to get a lot of games, but also super cheap because they also have a lot of sales. So I picked up most of these on a big sale they had this month. Most of these were $10 or under. Assassin's Creed Rogue for the Xbox 360. And then I got a bunch of PS4 stuff. I got Assassin's Creed Unity. I know this game was a disaster. It has been patched a lot. There's a lot of free DLC. For $10, I was going to go for it, although I'm sure some people out there will still tell me it sucks ass. You could be right. I haven't played the Assassin's Creed stuff. I still need to do that, and I will at some point. The Walking Dead Season 1, Walking Dead Season 2, Wolf Among Us, Bound by Flame, and Shadow Warrior, all for the PS4. Now, I also got this. I got Saints Row 4 Re-Elected and Gat Out of Hell for the Xbox One. Now, I was going to get this for the PS4 originally, but then I changed my mind. And the reason is this, Gat Out of Hell. Now, Gat Out of Hell is, like I said, it's essentially a DLC. It's an expansion type of thing. But they also decided to release it as a physical release for the 360 as a standalone game, and for the PS3 as a standalone game. On the PS4 and Xbox One, they decided to include it. The PS4 version, though, when you open up the case, is just a little piece of paper with a DLC code, and you just download it. However, the Xbox One version is on the disc. Both the Saints Row 4 and Gat Out of Hell are on the same physical disc. Now, if you guys know me, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you'll know I don't support digital games, ever. So, yeah, physical content to me always trumps anything else. So I was very happy to get it and find out that the Xbox One version was physical. So that's why I picked it up. Plus, it's nice to get another Xbox One game because, frankly, I don't pick that many up because I really only get it for exclusives, and unfortunately, there aren't that many of them. So yeah, nice to get a new Xbox One game. Still on the Gamefly sale here. Got some Wii U stuff, but like everywhere else, man, they don't have that much Wii U stuff. I got Adventure Time, Explore the Dungeon because I don't know, and How to Train Your Dragon 2. Not like this one in particular is probably not that good, but I'm probably at some point going to admit to myself I'm going to go for a big full Wii U set eventually, unless the console has some miraculous turnaround and pumps out hundreds and hundreds of games, which I don't expect. Then I probably will try to get a full set eventually, because I think at some point, man, Wii U stuff's going to be like Dreamcast or Saturn stuff. It's just going to be impossible to find, and a lot of collectors are going to go after it, and they're going to want full sets. So I also got a couple other Wii U games from outside sources. I got Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I should have watched some gameplay of this before I bought it. I mean, I would have bought it eventually anyway, but this game was a little too childish for me. I was expecting, or hoping I should say, for a platformer, a more traditional one. This game looks beautiful, and it plays nice for what it is, but frankly, I think I'm just too old for it. It's more of a child-friendly game. Basically, you use the gamepad and you draw like these ropes, and you basically have to have Kirby kind of follow your design to get him to places. It's kind of a puzzle type of game. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, I think I'm just a little too old for it. So I should have waited a little bit longer. But then again, first-party Nintendo stuff rarely gets cheaper. So at least I used Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked and got some money off on that. So that was good. And then I also got Tank, which I was kind of surprised to see. I found this at a used game store for about $10. The North American version of this is pretty rare. It's not like super expensive. I see it on eBay from time to time for like $40, which I think part of the reason for that is that this got a free digital release. To this day, as far as I know, it's still free if you go and get the digital version. So the physical one only got like one printing and then kind of vanished. So I think that might be part of the reason that it's, you know, not common. So I was happy to get it because I think it'll probably be one of the harder ones to get eventually. And then speaking of hard games to get, I also got this. I haven't opened it yet. This comes from Fangamer. I'm going to open this up for you guys and show you what it is. But just by saying Fangamer, I think a few of you will already know what it is. But you'll see in a moment why this would be such an odd game for me to pick up.
Sorry about the random interjection here. I meant to promote this in the video, but I forgot when I was recording. I appeared on the latest DreamPod, DreamPod Episode 5. It can be seen over at the Dreamcast Junkyard. If you click on the screen anywhere, you can go ahead and check it out if you guys want to hear me in a podcast talking about the Dreamcast. And now back to your regularly scheduled rambling.
Now it's time to open it. I've cut the tape, so here we go. I'm going to try and pop that there. All right. Inside we have some stuff. We got some little stickers here from Fangamer. It shows some of their weird and other, things. And then congratulations, congratulation, Adam. They wrote my name in, which is very nice of them. And then you get the actual game, which if I can do with one hand, maybe I can just pop it out like that. There we go. It is Retro City Rampage DX for the PS Vita. Now, the reason this is strange is I don't even own a PS Vita. I have no intentions of getting a PS Vita. But the deal with this is a game, I'm sure a lot of you know the game, but this got a physical release on the PS4 and the PS Vita, and they are both super rare. They are official releases. This is not just some fan thing. Sony approved of this. And it was only available through their website, limited to 2,000 copies. Now, I would have much preferred the PS4 version, but by the time I heard about it, it was long since sold out. So when they announced this, I just jumped on it immediately. I actually have no intention of opening this. What I'm thinking is, I hate to say it, but what I might do is sell it eventually. That way I can use the money to pick up the PS4 version. That's my plan. I don't know if that's going to pan out. But either way, I knew this was going to be a rare collectible item, and they only wanted $30 from it initially. I've looked on eBay, and now they're since going for about $100. So, yeah, good, worthwhile investment. So, yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I got it. It was just kind of hold on to it and perhaps pick up the PS4 version later if I can. Neat little release. Comes with some cool stuff there. It's got little buttons and stickers and these like build-it-yourself pieces of art here. I like that it has my name on it. That's really cool of them. But yeah, there you go. Retro City Rampage is the front. There's the back. It is a physical release. You get the little card in there and everything. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, that's it for this month, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Also, thank you to Carlos for hooking me up with that. And thank you to Orion, dude. I'm glad you saw the video, and I'm glad that potentially I've inspired you to do new prints of your other Jaguar CD games. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all later.